Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two newly installed young QBs looking for some success. It's Brock Osweiler going up against Blake Bortles.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Here we go now.
On first down, Simeon. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Back to throw, Simeon. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Four yards remaining now on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Simeon. That is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Kelly. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Well, that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they'll take over with the ball 1st and 10. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the 2nd straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in sports? That defense travels and defense is a constant. Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were 3rd overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5 and 11 in 2017 for Denver. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, We have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Indeed going for it. Simeon. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Here we go now. Green.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
On the run, it's Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That goes for a gain of 31. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down now after the sack. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And he's going to go down again. Marcel Darius in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. Third and long. It's Simeon. Got a man. He finds Sanders. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now a first down following that long gain. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before break. Simeon into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And some room to maneuver. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up. And then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And his throw here's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. Third down here. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he... would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rushers. Jamal Charles on the carry. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jamal Charles, 79 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Watch it now, Barney!
Kelly. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length.
Jamal Charles, nobody in front, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jamal Charles with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one puts them on top here in the third. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Here's Corey Grant now to return. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Following the sack, third and long for Bortles and the Jags. They'll run it now out of the gun. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
There we go now. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Green 90.
Here we go on fourth down with Bortles. And he's got it to Hearns. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Fournette, a first down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, it's Grant, and he's got room. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Fournette. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They come out here in the I. On third down, it's Grant. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll put it in the hands of their receiver, Sanders. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11, so the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
On second down, Jamal Charles. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use it.
They're going to run this with a tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it and take some time down.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And that is going to seal